We're here today with Chris Boucher, the mastermind behind Cibaderm, a line of health and beauty products based on industrial hemp. We're sure you're going to enjoy listening to Chris as much as we have.
Our product is it's U.S. hemp oil. It's a division of Cannabis Corporation, and we have multiple product lines, but what we're showcasing here is our CBD cannabidiol line, which all of our products are infused with CBD cannabidiol. And we do lotions, shampoos, skincare. We also do a line of tinctures for drops for consuming, and we also do a gum called hand chew gum. And each product is how do I say, loaded, or it is infused with a certain amount of milligrams of CBD, where our body care line has about 50 milligrams of CBD in each item, where our gum only has 10 milligrams of CBD per piece, and our tinctures have between 100 and 500 milligrams of CBD.
So they're different strains, but could you just back up for people who might not know, what is CBD?
Okay, what I usually tell people, if you ever heard of medical marijuana in terms of THC, which is gets you high, CBD doesn't get you high, it gets you healthy. Okay, and that's kind of where the big controversy is, since it comes from cannabis, hemp, marijuana, whatever name you want to call it. It's pretty much the same plant. There's just different cultivars. You know, some are bred to have high amounts of THC so people can get high, and some cannabis, hemp, is bred to have no THC, little or no THC, and high CBD. And according to the federal government, industrial hemp is high CBD, low THC. Pretty much every country in the world except for the United States grows industrial hemp. They grow it in Canada, they grow it in every country in Europe, they grow it in China, they grow it in Japan, Australia, I could keep on going on. And basically what's happened here in the United States is just the drug scarce of hemp. You know,
reefer madness.
Yeah, and the wall's coming down. As you've seen in Congress with the Farm Bill, they've attached industrial hemp. You've seen in the Senate, they've done laws for banking for, medical marijuana, so they can actually do banking. And in turn, at the end of the day, hopefully that industrial hemp will be legal. Marijuana is legal, industrial hemp isn't. Okay, marijuana gets you high, industrial hemp doesn't. And it just doesn't make sense. One's legal and the other one's not. And so for the last 25 years, I've been lobbying and working to educate and pass laws for industrial hemp.
And hemp's been around for a while, right? I mean, this is not just something that we discovered in the last 20, 30, 50 years.
Yes. What I tell people, it's not only is it a historical crop or medicine or oil that can be used, it's biblical. If you go to Exodus 20:30, where Moses goes to the mountain and God tells him to make the holy anointing oil, well, one of the ingredients is cannabis. And if you read Exodus, I think it's 20:30 or 22:30, don't quote me there, but it actually gives you the exact ingredients of myrrh, frankincense, and a couple other ingredients, and one of them is called sweet cane or calamus. And what happened during the King James interpretation of Greek, they misinterpreted the word calamus or sweet cane, which is supposed to be cannabis. And the University of Haifa has already verified the linguistic interpretation from Aramaic to Greek that it is cannabis. So every rabbi for 2,000 years carried cannabis oil in their holy anointing oil. And that's a fact.
I want to go to that synagogue, that's for sure. So let me ask you another question about your product and about how I know we're not going to make any health claims here, but the human body, from what I understand, and I'm no doctor, no physiologist or anything like this, but we have cannabinoid receptors, from what I understand. Do you know anything about that?
Yes, and that's a really good question, because a lot of the new health practitioners that are looking for, to see if someone is healthy or not. They're looking at their endocannabinoid system. And your endocannabinoid system is a series of receptors that are throughout the body. You have your CB1 receptors and your CB2 receptors. THC binds to the CB1 receptor, and CBD binds to the CB2 receptor. And what I always try to tell people so they can maybe understand it a little bit better is, ever heard of runner's high? And a runner's high basically is your body excreting cannabinoids in the form of endorphins. And so your body naturally has these receptors. And you find CBD cannabinoid oil, you find small amounts of it in hops, you find small amounts of it in flax, you even find a little bit in kale. Hemp happens to be the mother lode of CBD. So it is in the plant kingdom. And out of the 3 million plants in the plant kingdom, hemp is, like I said, the mother lode of CBD. And so I'm sure for, millennium, our ancestors ate products with CBD in it. And CBD regulates your appetite, your mood, your sleep, even your nervous system. So it's kind of like your foundation of your whole entire body in terms of how your body is regulating everything. And at the end of the day, your body needs CBD inside the receptors to maintain a healthy body and a healthy lifestyle.
And I heard you say earlier that we're at the third wave. What does that mean?
Well, the third wave, I always call it the third wave of hemp. When I started in 1990 with hemp textiles and hemp seeds, it really took off. The textiles were really big. By the end of the 90s, the hemp seed and the hemp oil started coming in. And by 2003, hemp foods really started growing. And right now, it's a $500 million industry just in America for hemp products. And when you look at the cannabidiol and CBD, this is going to be the third wave of hemp, where you're going to see CBD in body care products. You're going to see it in foods. You're going to see it as an additive probably throughout the whole health food industry and body care industry. And I think it's going to morph the other two industries at the end of the day in terms of its sales and what the benefits of it can be to the human body.
So one last question, and thank you so much, Chris Boucher, for giving us this interview. Where can people get your products?
They can get it online at CBderm.com or ushempoil.com. We also sell to stores. This is our first rollout, so we've written quite a few orders, and I just can't tell you all the different stores it will be carried in. And we're opening up some distribution channels with different distributors, but I'd say for right now, you can go online and immediately get it. And ushempoil.com, CBderm.com, and CBDX.com. We have quite a few websites, but definitely you'll see it popping up in stores here in the very, very near future once we start shipping.
Okay, wonderful. Thanks so much.
Okay.